Hello everyone, this is Caleb from Cosmic Hat Games with another Duels of Fortune character showcase. Today's very special, as we have the honor of showcasing Duels of Fortune's very first full-on guest fighter. The notorious dandy with ever-changing features, Mystery Johnson from Schwarzerblitz. For those unaware, Schwarzerblitz is a 3D fighting game featuring a big roster of characters with vastly different movesets and an extremely unique resource system that allows for crazy combo extensions and fast-paced gameplay. The game is available for free on Steam, so it's absolutely worth giving a try. You might even encounter a few familiar faces. In Duels of Fortune, Johnson is a combo-heavy rushdown character who relies on good positioning and resource management. With access to lots of chain normals and the ability to cancel any attack using his special trigger system, Johnson is fast and dynamic in a way no other character can replicate. As mentioned, Johnson brings with him the central mechanic of his home game, the trigger system, though it works a bit differently in Duels of Fortune. The trigger system replaces Johnson's burst meter and allows him to trigger cancel any attack by pressing the burst button while using it. A trigger cancel instantly cancels your attack animation and grants a small temporary damage buff as an extra bonus. For certain moves, you can even hold forward while trigger canceling to automatically start running, letting you catch up to a launched opponent with ease. This is called an impact run, and you can check Johnson's move list to see which moves allow for it. Johnson can also perform a trigger burst while being hit by the opponent, which functions identically to a normal break burst and costs 2 bullets. With the trigger system, Johnson doesn't have to wait for a meter to recharge in order to escape the opponent's combos or extend his own. As long as he still has bullets, he has access to these abilities at any time. Just be careful not to use them all up too quickly, as bullets are very limited. You only recover a small amount at the start of each round, 2 bullets if you lost the previous round, and only 1 bullet if you won. If you use them right though, Johnson's bullets are a powerful resource that can completely shift the tides of a fight at the press of a button. Now with all that explained, we can get into Johnson's moveset proper, starting with his unique command normals and chain normals. Johnson's standing light chain is Bowler Poke. This chain gives you a lot of reward for hitting a simple standing light, dealing a good chunk of damage and even popping the opponent up off the ground to start a juggle combo. Johnson's back heavy is Sombrero Roundabout, a low-hitting roundhouse kick that pops the opponent into the air. This move also has a chain follow-up in Sombrero Carousel, a second roundhouse kick which launches the opponent away, giving a great opportunity to chase them down with an impact run afterward. Johnson's dashing forward medium is Boss of the Plains, a simple running shoulder tackle, perfect for catching a launched opponent during an impact run. And by pressing down forward and heavy while dashing, Johnson can perform Top Hat, a sliding uppercut which sends the opponent high into the air. While not jump cancelable, this move is the king of juggles, and acts as another great way to follow up after an impact run. All those unique normals might have been a lot to take in already, but strap yourself in because the storm has only just begun. Time to take a look at Johnson's special moves. Johnson's neutral special is Hat Trick Cannonball. This may look like a simple kick, but it's got a lot of power behind it. It sports some fantastic damage, decent range, and impressive speed for a special move, all topped off with the ability to impact run from it. Take into account the fact that it's very easy to cancel into from almost any grounded normal attack, and you've got yourself a staple move that sees use in all sorts of combo routes. Johnson's back special is Coonskin Cap. As one might expect by looking at it, this move hits overhead, making it useful for throwing off blocking opponents and keeping them on their toes. You can also use it in a combo to cause a floor bounce, enabling combo routes that wouldn't be possible without it. A great utility move that can be used to push your advantage. Johnson's down special is Spiral Turban Special, a low advancing sweep that can be chained into a variety of different follow-ups. You can press down special a second time to chain it into Sombrero Roundabout for a double low, and then optionally you can press it again to perform that move's usual chain hit. If you want, you can even skip the low kick and go straight into the chain by pressing neutral special. Finally, you can press back special to chain it into Coonskin Cap, giving you a deadly overhead option to mix up with your low. This move takes Johnson's chains to the next level. It can be extremely threatening to defend against. Make use of it accordingly. And Johnson's jumping special is Aerial Spiral Turban. Despite sharing a name, this move doesn't have the chaining capabilities of its grounded counterpart, but instead acts as Johnson's best way to deal damage and extend combos in the air. While it's not perfect, as Johnson isn't a very air-focused fighter in general, It's certainly better than nothing, and enables some pretty silly shenanigans when combined with trigger cancels. And now the lightning finally strikes. Let's end this showcase with a bang by showing off Johnson's super moves. Johnson's neutral super is Hat of Doom. Johnson combines his Spiral Turban Special and Hat Trick Cannonball techniques into one ultimate move, putting all his power into his kicks. While it can act as a great finisher on its own, it gains even more utility with bullets, as even this move can be trigger cancelled after a successful hit. So if you're not satisfied with just ending your combo at a super, you can spend a bullet to impact her and pick the opponent right back up. High damage and high utility. It's a win-win. And Johnson's down super is Bloody Moonfish! Johnson happens across his buddy Shaz during the match, and decides to use his, willing Sharkman friend as a damaging projectile. Shaz will travel in an arc until he hits a wall or the ground, at which point he will fall and will no longer hit the opponent. Being Johnson's only projectile, it offers him some great utility on that fact alone, but because of its arcing nature, spacing it correctly is very important. It's worth noting though that a successful hit can allow you to combo an opponent afterward, even without using bullets, so there's a lot of reward for landing it. The only downside? Shaz might not want to talk to you for a while. And before we conclude, there is technically one last move we have yet to show off. A little Easter egg of sorts. The true Hat of Doom. Many fans of Schwarzenblitz should already know how to execute this secret-ish attack. But for those who don't, be sure to check the move list. Weave around the opponent's attacks to put yourself in a favorable position, and use Johnson's mix-up capabilities to put on the pressure. Once you find your opening, make use of Johnson's combo tools and the trigger system to push your advantage as hard as possible. Johnson's moveset may seem simple on the surface, but with a tool as versatile as the trigger system on your side, there's practically endless potential for creativity at your disposal. Live for the moment, try whatever crazy ideas you can think of, and most importantly, make sure to deliver the opponent a beatdown they'll never forget. And that's all for today's showcase. If you like what you see, you can play the game right now through the links in the video description. You can also follow us on Twitter or join the Discord community to keep up with the game's development. We hope you look forward to trying out Johnson and to more showcase videos like this one. Thank you so much for watching.